Hey YouTube, it's Grace, and in this video I'll be showing you guys how I made the Minecraft creeper painting. I have been wanting to make this painting for ages, and when I finally got the chance, I was so excited to start, and I literally finished the whole thing in like 2 days. If you're interested in seeing any of my other art, or if you want to commission me, my Instagram is right here. I post on it all the time, and I respond to messages like 99% of the time. But without further ado, here is how I made this painting. So this is my reference photo, and this is the canvas I'm working with. This painting is 16 by 32 pixels, and my canvas is 12 by 24 inches. So the way I figure the size of each pixel is by doing 12 divided by 16 and 24 divided by 32, so each pixel is 0.75 inches. I think this is one of the nicest grids I've made in a long time. Like, I didn't have any big mess ups or anything besides like one little thing right here. But this is done now, so I'm going to go ahead and add a thin layer of primer, and that just assures that my pencil won't smear once I go to add colors on top of it. Now that this is completely dry, I'm going to be painting a 1 pixel border all the way around the outside, and for that I'll be using this color. Next, I'll be doing the sandish color around the outside and then also the light brown on this side. And just for the first coat, I'll be using these two colors, but I will definitely fine tune them a little bit for the second coat. Now I'm doing the off-white on the right side and across the bottom, and for that I'm just using this color here. I'm going to work on the darkest blues in the sky now, and for that I'm going to use this blue that I had mixed from a previous painting. I don't remember how I made it, but it matches pretty well, so I'm just going to use that. For the medium blue, I just mixed the dark blue that I had with these two, and I came up with this color. I'm going to be blocking out the blacks next, and for that I'll just be using this. I just finished the darker greens, and now I'm going to do the lightest green, and for that I'm also going to be using a color that I mixed during a previous painting. Next I'll be doing this light blue here, so I started with the medium blue color that I mixed and just added some white to it. For an even lighter blue, I took the lightest one I already had and then just added even more white to it. Next, I'll just be filling in the white pixels. Now I'm working on filling in this bit here, so I'm just using a gray, and then I'll also use a light gray, and for the browns I just used the ones that I already had around the edges. And the last colors that I have for the first coat are these sort of grayish teal bits here. You'll see some here, this one on the corner, and then there's a bit on this side. So to make that, I just mixed blue, green, gray, and white, and I'm going to divide this into two and then make one of them a bit more blue than the other. This is how it's looking after the first coat compared to the reference. The lines are a little bit messy and the paint's a little bit thin, but honestly I'm really surprised that I got this done as fast as I did. Usually it takes me a lot longer, but yeah, I'm gonna let this dry and then start on the second coat. This is completely dry now, and I've started on the second coat. I've done the brown and the sort of sandish color around the edges, and now I'm just starting on the blues, and overall I'm just doing just another layer of the same colors, but I might adjust them slightly, but we'll see. Now that the second coat of this painting is dry, the last real step I have before it's finished is to add a bunch of details and overall just make it look a lot more pixely. So starting off with this brownish sandy color at the bottom, I just lightened it a little bit so that it's sort of in between these two, and now I'm just using it to blend out and add details. So this is how that color turned out. I think it looks really subtle, but also like pixely, so I'm really happy with that. And next I'll be working on this color here, except instead of slightly lighter, I mixed a color slightly darker. A bit of advice, if any of you are wanting to do this, something to keep in mind when mixing your colors is that they might dry slightly lighter or darker than how they look wet. So like this color looks super subtle now when it looked a lot more obvious when it was wet. I just finished blending the blues, and honestly I think this is coming together really well. Next I'm going to blend the beige, the light beige here, and then I'm pretty close to done, I think. Okay, I got this part done, and now I am working on adding another light green for the creeper's face. And then I think I'm going to go over and do another coat around the border just to clean up the lines, but I think then I'll be done. And here it is, completely done. I'm super happy with how this turned out. If you or someone you know wants to try this out and make a Minecraft painting for yourself, I actually made a tutorial that goes super in-depth. I will link that somewhere up here. And that just describes how I mix all the colors, how I make the grid and everything, a lot more detailed than I did in this video. But that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I sure did have a good time making this painting, and I'm excited to see which one I do next. But until next time, bye.